Assassin's Creed Rogue, at its core, is a wonderful idea. An assassin that betrays the Order because he sees that they are leading the assassins down a path that will cause destruction to the world. A wonderful idea and a great opportunity to explore an interesting topic, but it falls short in many regards. Now, this video is not going to be all negative, I'll tell you this. I enjoyed my time unlocking all of the achievements in Assassin's Creed Rogue. In fact, this is my second time completing the game and getting 1000 gamer score in it. So when I discuss this game, I hope you understand the perspective I'm coming into this conversation with. I'm a completionist. I enjoy unlocking all of the achievements in a game. It's my preferred way of playing games. And this game was not built for that. This game was built as a stopgap type of game, which is just disappointing. For those unaware, this game released at the exact time as Assassin's Creed Unity, and due to the series transitioning into the latest console generation of the time, they didn't want to leave a significant portion of their player base behind. And this is fair, but due to the focus being on the upcoming generation, AC Rogue did not get a fair shot at all. It was insanely rushed and did not deserve it. It had so much potential. Somehow it wasn't as rushed as Unity was.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But still, this game had an opportunity to say and do something unique, but it got the Ubisoft treatment, and it fell short. First off, let's go ahead and go over the game itself. Count this also as a spoiler warning for various scenes across the game, by the way. With that said, this game contains 3 general areas: River Valley, the North Atlantic, and New York. The first 2 are areas which you can navigate by using your ship to reach different islands, and the latter is a city which you can only navigate on foot. This is all fine. I appreciate a varied and fleshed out open world. AC Rogue has some of the most unique landscapes across the series, especially when it got released. But for a world as big as this one, with over 500 collectibles and numerous side activities, you would expect that the game would feel like it deserved such a large amount of side content. However, the side content majorly outweighs the time spent on the story. When I tell you AC Rogue is a bloated mess, I'm talking about the fact that while the open world has so much to complete, there are only a total of 30 story missions across 6 chapters of the game, and honestly, these story missions are so cookie cutter that it feels out of place to call some of them a part of the main story. Yes, they moved the story along, but the actions performed did not feel important, and they did not feel as engaging as other entries in the series. Let me share my experience with a mission later on in the game. In this memory, you are hunting down Adewale. This is a character who was the right-hand man of Edward Kenway, the main character in Assassin's Creed 4. In fact, you even get to play as Adewale in his own DLC. So, Adewale is not just some one-off character, he's a character that many fans of the series have a lot of love for, including myself. And for the mission where you kill him, you have 2 phases: a ship battle against him, and then you have to hunt him down on foot. And this, for me, was such a letdown. I got onto the shore, found a path away from the guards, ended up getting spotted by Adewale for some reason, I don't even know why, and then I walked to the ladder he was climbing up. Adewale then decides to climb back down the ladder, and then I air assassinated him. That was it. This moment was supposed to be something big. It was supposed to be this confrontation with this figurehead of the Assassin Brotherhood that we betrayed and we were fighting against. But for me, it was just sad. That was too easy. I don't want to kill Adewale in such a sad way. Oh, poor guy. Oh, that was ridiculous. I can't believe it. How that happened. It really did feel ridiculous, and that is just how I felt about so much of this game's story. The story so often fell flat because it seemed like the team behind it did not care, or to be more accurate, it seems like they weren't given the time to care. Like I said, this game got the Ubisoft treatment. I will give the story some credit, however. I loved the reveal of Haytham Kenway being the Grand Master of the Templars. He was a fantastic addition to the story, and his ruthlessness had me excited to see what actions he would perform next. And Monroe's death scene was wonderfully done. I really appreciated that scene and honestly liked Monroe as a character. So the scene hit harder in that sense for me. And then at the end of the game, you have one of the more surprising moments which you don't see coming unless you know about it. And I loved it. Oh, an even better scene now, yo! I forgot about this. But that's kind of it. There are moments here and there which I really liked, but the story was so short, incredibly rushed near the end, and it just fell flat. Now, compare the time you spend playing through the story to the time it takes you to collect 200 different Abstergo fragments, collect all 7 of the native totems to unlock the native armor, collect all 24 Templar maps, and subsequently head to each of the map destinations to unlock the Templar armor, complete all 12 assassin interceptions, loot 20 supply camps, fully upgrade the Morgan, complete all legendary ship battles. Okay, alright, you get where I am going with this, and believe me when I say that all of these activities are not even the entirety of what the game's side content has to offer. But I had to complete all of these and more to unlock all of the game's achievements. When you compare all of this mess to the game's 30 mission story, the only word I can think of is bloat. This is unjustifiable bloat. Personally, I am fine with side content being a major focus of a game's completion, but that side content cannot outweigh the main story to this degree. The reason a story is considered main content is because it is the main thing you should be doing while you play the game. And the reason everything else is called side content is because it is something you do on the side while playing through the main content. Side content should not be comparable in duration to the main content unless it has substance. This typical Ubisoft checklist is the farthest thing from substance. It is bloat. And that makes me sad, because Assassin's Creed Rogue deserved better. It deserved a fleshed out story and a fleshed out world to experience that story in. Instead, we don't get that. We get this. We get a bloated mess. Alright, that is it for this video. Let me know what you all think. I'm honestly a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, so this video was something that I felt I needed to say. Assassin's Creed 4 didn't feel this bad. Like, it was big, it was massive, but it had a lot of story to chew on, in addition to a lot of side content to chew on, so it didn't feel imbalanced like this game was. This game just felt like it was so heavy in terms of the amount of side content, so yeah, I just felt like I had to say something. But yeah, I guess they just needed something to come out alongside Unity. That's the only explanation I have for this game being so, you know, such a bloated mess. But hey, at least I have completed Assassin's Creed Rogue for the second time now, once on the 360, once on the Xbox One. So now it's time for Unity. I have plans to complete the game on stream, so check me out on Twitch and YouTube at BarelyComplete to see if I'm live. It'll be my first time playing the game, so I'm honestly pretty excited. Stick around and subscribe to this channel and to my gaming channel BarelyComplete to catch my latest content. And with all of that, thank you for watching this video. I shall see you in the next one.